All right, hello everyone. This is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and I'm about to start off on a series of video presentations, a new series for a course called AWD 1112 Application Programming with Java. Now, the course itself is not new, but the books we're using for the course are new. So I'm going to start by going through quickly the course description, as you can see right here. In fact, let's make it nice and big. Students will delve deeper into application development as they are introduced to the Java programming language. Now, as part of that introduction, what I'm going to be going through shortly is this book. Not very big, 80 or 90 pages, called the Java Quick Syntax Reference. If you look along the side here, it's actually made up of 22 chapters, so each chapter is approximately 3 to 4 pages. Alright, so I don't really think I'll do just a chapter per lecture, because that's 22 lectures, and each one wouldn't be too long, but I'll do a series of them, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to create a series of Java programs. Then we'll jump into the Android. So, students will be able to write programs that demonstrate object-oriented concepts. This course will widen the students' understanding of programming concepts as well as introduce more planning and design concepts. Android Studio will be used in the second half of the course to develop an Android application. Well, it's much more than that. First of all, we'll start probably in week 3 or 4, I would guess, as far as going into the Android stuff. And to do the Android stuff, we're actually going to be using Java. Alright, so we're going to be, everything we do in this class will be helping everything else that we're doing. Okay? And it says to develop an Android application. We'll develop several as a class. Using current software development kits, distributed version control systems, and APIs, students will get well-rounded, hands-on experience that will transfer into the skills they will need to be successful. So what are the outcomes? Well, they're right here. Utilize widgets, layouts, and styles in Android apps. And we'll get that starting around week 3. From the get-go, write apps that demonstrate Java and object-oriented programming. We'll do that throughout the course. Plan, design, build, and test mobile Java-based applications using Android Studio. We'll do that as a class. Plus, somewhere around halfway into the semester, you will create your own Android app from scratch. You will write the requirements, you will write the code, you will plan it, you will design it, you will build it, you will test it, and on the very last day of the semester, you will end up showing or demonstrating your app to your fellow classmates and other people, both internal and external to Rankin Technical College. Alright? Work with the Android SDK, which is the software development kit, Gradle, and Android APIs. More on that as we get into it. Perform file input-output with local files and be able to handle input-output exceptions. And as always, utilize Git as a distributed version control system for software development. So again, this is the book that I'm going to be going through. Java Syntax. It's an A-Press text. And here, again, 22 chapters, but let's look from number 1. Hello World, so that's going to be very short. Compile and run. It is possible to compile and run a Java program from the command line. I don't even remember, but if that's what that particular chapter shows, I'm not going to be going through it. Variables, operators, strings, arrays, conditionals, loops, methods. Then we get into some real OO or object-oriented stuff. Methods, classes, static inheritance, overriding, packages and import, access levels, alright, constants, interfaces, abstract, enum, exception handling, boxing and unboxing, and generics. Now, as you probably guess, with about 80 or so pages, by no means is this going to be a 100% introduction where you can go through, oh wow, now I get everything there is about Java. I'm ready to be a Java programmer. No. This will get us started. Alright? And actually, I think that's a pretty good place, believe it or not, to stop. In fact, let's do this. We'll go over the intro, which is 1 page, and then I'll stop. So Java is a high-level object-oriented programming language, or OOP language, developed by Sun Microsystems. Sun was bought out by Microsoft about 10 years ago. The language, they say there is very similar to C++. I would liken it more to C#. All right, and the main reason for that is that C++ does allow for what's called multiple inheritance. Java and C# do not. There are no pointers in Java. Not really true. There are pointers in Java, but they all work behind the scenes. In other words, unlike the C programming language, you don't manipulate the pointers in Java directly. So as it says, all memory allocation and deallocation is handled for you automatically. All right, due to its large class library, Java programs also have high performance and can be made very securely, which has contributed to making Java, I would change it to one of the most popular general purpose programming languages in use today. If your goal is to leave Rankin Technical College and try to get a job, for example, at MasterCard, I believe MasterCard uses both .NET and Java platforms. Another key feature of Java is that it's platform independent. All right. In fact, the mantra, so to speak, for Java, at least over the years, what I had heard is WORA, write once, run anywhere. All right. This is achieved, as mentioned here, by only compiling programs halfway into what are called platform independent bytecode instructions. And then that bytecode is run by the Java virtual machine. So notice this. Most programming languages that I know that are both interpreted and compiled are first interpreted, then compiled. Java is compiled into bytecode, then interpreted or run by the JVM or the Java virtual machine. All right. There are 3 class libraries available for the Java programming language. Java ME, which is the mobile edition. Java SE, which to my knowledge, that's what we're going to be using, the standard edition. And Java EE, which is the enterprise edition. As mentioned here, Java has undergone many changes in the last 20 plus years. All right, so let's stop it right there, and we'll pick it up with Hello World in just a couple moments.